Hello, I'm Llewellyn King, the host of White House Chronicle, which is coming right up. But first, a few thoughts of my own. And at the risk of being a bore, I'm going to revisit something I discussed last week and have discussed at other times, and that is the broken confirmation system, the advise and consent by the Senate on appointments. It's at its most bitter when it comes to judges, but it's also very important when it comes to members of the cabinet. And as the scrutiny has tightened and tightened, it has become harder and harder for presidents to find gifted people to serve in their administrations. Bill Anders, a friend of mine, the astronaut and later chairman of the Nuclear Regulatory Commission, was made ambassador to Oslo, and he asked his people in the White House, he said, "Why me?" They said, "Because we don't think you've got any problems. You've had a very clean life." And not exactly, one would imagine, he made a wonderful ambassador, but not the right criterion to judge an appointment by. And particularly grievous, I think, has been the looking into people's private lives. History is littered with larger-than-life people who had larger-than-life libidos. And this is now a no-no. Well, my goodness, you're not going to get those larger-than-life people you need to do the people's work if you're going to worry about what they did years ago or even maybe weeks ago. The fact of the matter is it's got nothing to do with anything. There was, of course, the famous case of John Kennedy in the United States, and then in Britain there was Lloyd George in the First World War. And this is, prurient, but I'm going to tell you about it. He used to have his affairs on the cabinet table in the afternoon because he said it was more efficient. He had more time to do the people's work. Well, I don't think we should have that going on, but it would be nicer if the confirmation procedure concentrated on people's ability to carry forward the president's message. One of the downsides of too much scrutiny is you get very gray, unambitious people who pass scrutiny, and that is all. And they are preyed upon, often, by lobbyists and operators who haven't been through such a scrutiny, and by comparison are glamorous figures. We need to fix this. We need to have private discussion, which is what happened when I came to Washington, where the members of the committee that will pass on a nomination are told all, judge it, and proceed with what will serve the nation. It is not happening now. The quality of somebody's recreation really should have nothing to do with the quality and the output that we expect from them in high office. We have a very special program today. We're going to look at the world through the eyes of three very talented, very interesting journalists who have traveled very extensively in the world. We'll be right back.